At the moment, this is how my setup looks. That is because I took apart my whole entire setup to film these two videos. But now I'm done, so it's time to put together my setup again. But this time we are not building a gaming setup because I barely stream and play games anymore. So I don't need two monitors and a bunch of accessories. In the past, all of the setups I built were pretty much gaming setups, but I never had a proper work setup. So today, that is what we are going to be doing. So here's the plan. On this desk, we're gonna have two setups, one on the left and then one on the right. The setup on the left is going to be a editing setup. This is where I'm gonna be able to edit my YouTube videos and watch them. And also for this setup, we're gonna be adding special peripherals to make my editing go by a lot quicker. And I'll also be adding a microphone so that I could do voiceovers. And on the right is going to be my main setup. To fit two setups on this desk, I sadly need to put my PC on the ground. First, I'm going to start off by shutting down the laptop. Now, I'm just going to remove everything from the desk. When I was taking everything off of the desk, I realized that the monitor arm the monitor was already in the right spot. I just moved it over to the right here, and yeah, this is going to be the monitor for the main setup. I still need to clean the desk and all the cables down there. Alright, so we got most of the cables from the racks off. So now we're going to be building the editing setup, which is going to go right here. And I already kind of put the laptop where I want it to be, but I'm not sure about if that's going to be the final placement. But I for sure know that there's going to be a monitor right over here. So here is the mount, and then that is the arm. And I'm going to set it up for the monitor to be like over here. I don't know if it's going to be like covering like this side or just going to be straight like this. But I'll just see how it looks once I set this up. Alright, monitor is set up. I actually kind of like how it looks. So I'll be editing on this monitor, and then on this one I'll have like my files. And yeah, there's a lot of room still on the desk, so I could have my full-size keyboard and my mouse, which we're gonna set up right now. Alright, so here are all the peripherals we're going to be using in this editing setup. Let's start off with the keyboard. So this keyboard is from Tilted Nation, as you guys can see right here. And it's a full-size keyboard with red switches that sound alright. But that doesn't matter because we're going to be using this full-size keyboard for editing. And it's super useful because it has a numpad, all these arrows, and all that. And for the mouse, we're going to be rocking the Rocat Cone XP. It has a bunch of side buttons that I programmed. Then for the mousepad, we have a Dream Big, Work Hard, Make It Happen mousepad from Create Work Play, which they actually sent out. And then for voiceovers, we're going to be using this toner microphone arm that actually has RGB, and then this Blue Yeti microphone. And then connected to this microphone, we're going to have this pop filter so that I have crisp sound when recording voiceovers. Now it's time to set everything up. Alright, just like that, everything is complete pretty much for this setup. Behind the monitor is like the boom arm and the microphone because I don't want it like sticking out. So I just hide it behind the monitor, and when I want to use it, I just move the monitor and just pull it out like this. And then I could just hide it and put the monitor back. So yeah, just like that, everything is set up. I just need to add some accessories. Alright, so I just connected the TV. Alright, so TV is cleaned up, no hanging wires. And the only thing the setup really needs is just some accessories, some decorations, but we're going to be adding all of that later once I'm done with both of the setups. Now let's move on to my main setup. Alright, so at the moment, this is what we have, just a single monitor. And as you guys can see, there is no space for a PC. So the PC is going to go down here, but first we need to clean up this mess. But before I actually do that, I'm going to set everything up that has to be like on the desk, like the peripherals and all of that. Alright, so after a bit of work, here's how the setup looks. We have the Razer Viper Ultimate right here in the corner, and then we have the mixer, a stream deck, a plant right here, and then we have a Topo Design black and white GutzyAiden mousepad, and on here we have my custom keyboard and the Rocat Burst Pro Air. Alright, and just like that, the setup is complete. As you can see down there, it's not really cable managed, but I'm gonna do that later. But yeah, on the left you have the editing setup. You have the 24-inch Acer monitor that's 144 Hz, and then behind it we have this like really nice back like lighting, which looks super good. And then back there we also have the Blue Yeti microphone and just some like a pop filter and then the boom arm for it. Then we got a plant down here, and then the monitor arm that's holding up this monitor. And we got a Macali lamp that has 3 lighting modes and 4 USB ports, 2 on this side and 2 on that side. And then for the peripheral setup, so for the keyboard, we are rocking a Tilted Nation keyboard. It's a full-size keyboard that's going to help me a lot with editing, as well as it has some controls over here. And then the mouse pad is from Create Work Play. And yeah, this is the laptop editing setup. For the laptop, what I forgot to mention is right here, it has a laptop cooler under it. And yeah, this is the setup. I normally just use this laptop for editing, so I just made this editing setup. It's going to help a lot because I'll be able to do voiceovers really easily. I'll have a bigger screen and also 2 monitors, so that means I could have like my editing software right here and then files down here. And then for my main setup, this PC down here is powering it. We had to move it down there because it wouldn't fit on the desk. Behind this laptop, we have a boom arm, which is the blue compass, and it goes over the laptop. And then it is holding my microphone, which is the Fifine K688. Right here, we have the Razer Viper Ultimate, a Fifine mixer, and then we have a Stream Deck and a plant, which you guys can't really see. And yeah, there's the plant. Keyboard, custom keyboard, the mouse, Rodecaster Burst Pro Air. Then right here we have a mount for my camera if I ever want to use it. And yeah, this is the whole setup. I'm really happy because over here I could do like all my other stuff like gaming and like schoolwork, and then over there is just my editing setup. I have all of my files over here that I need, like sound effects, everything, so it's really nice. And I could super easily just unplug everything and just move the laptop wherever I want, so I could work like anywhere by just unplugging all these like cables and just moving the laptop. And the last thing I forgot to show you guys is the TV. So now that the TV is connected to the editing setup, we have pretty much 3 monitors in this setup. So this one is going to be used for if I ever want to project anything, like when I finish a video, I'll just have it up here and then I'll watch it and then do like edits, whatever I need to change. Then down here is going to be the editing software, and right here are going to be all of my files. So yeah, this is going to be a really nice setup for editing. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and this transformation, hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.